So just for the sake of argument, let's say you made a pizza, but you forgot the sauce, and then you rolled it up and baked it like a loaf of bread, and then remedied the initial mistake by dipping the giant pizza roll in sauce. Well, it would be called a Stromboli, and it would be delightful. We'll start off by making our dough, which will include 1 1/3 cup of warm water, a pinch of salt, a couple of pinches of sugar, all the exact amounts will be down below as usual, as well as on the website, a packet of rapid rise or active dry yeast, and a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. We'll go ahead and give that a head start so that it can mix up just a little bit, and then we'll add in 3½ cups of all-purpose flour. Give that a mix until it just comes together to form a shaggy dough. Once you've got it mostly into a dough form, go ahead and turn it out onto a floured work surface and use your hands to bring this together into a dough ball. I should add, if you don't have a stand mixer, you can definitely do that in a bowl. It's just going to take a little more elbow grease and a few more minutes, but no harm, no foul. Once you've got all that board flour incorporated and you've formed your dough into a pretty sticky and dry dough, we'll go ahead and get that back into the same bowl, cover it up, and let it rise for about 60 to 90 minutes, or until it's roughly doubled in size. At that point, we'll go ahead and pull it back out, we'll beat it down, and cut it in half. This recipe as written will make enough dough for 2 Strombolis, so you can definitely make them both, or once you've cut your dough in half, just tuck it into a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer for up to 6 months. Take that half the dough, form it into a nice round ball, and then just roll it out into a roughly 12-inch by 16-inch oval. If the dough fights you at all here, just cover it up, walk away for 10 to 15 minutes, and come back, and it should be nice and easy to roll out. Once you've mostly got it where you want it, you can just use your hands to form it into that final shape. Be careful not to tear any holes in the dough. And I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of unsalted melted butter and brush that all over the surface of the future Stromboli. Throw down a tablespoon of, in my case here, pre-chopped garlic. You can sue me, but that's pretty easy to use when you're making a Stromboli. And I'm going to sprinkle over a couple tablespoons of freshly chopped parsley. Make sure those are evenly distributed over the surface of the dough. And then lay down the cured meats of your choosing. I'm using some soppressata and a couple different varieties of salami, but you could use deli meats, pepperoni, ham, really whatever you like. Next up, a few slices of low moisture mozzarella and some provolone. Again, add some parm here or cheddar. Really can go whatever direction you'd like. Then you're going to take one edge of that dough and roll it up nice and tight. I should add that when you're laying down your fillings, you definitely want to leave a couple inches on the far end so that you can seal this bad boy up once you've got it all nicely rolled tight. Once you seal it up there, just pinch your ends, tuck them underneath the bottom, and place it seam side down on a greased baking sheet. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees, put a few slices in the top so that steam can escape, and then brush over 1 more tablespoon of melted butter, or for extra golden brown deliciousness, you could do an egg wash here and brush over a beaten egg. We'll shake on some Italian seasoning, and then bake it for 25 to 30 minutes, or until it looks like that. Golden, brown, bubbling, and delicious. Now you've got to let this rest for at least 5 minutes before you cut into it, otherwise everything's just going to slide out, plus it's too hot to eat anyway. Once it has cooled off just a little bit, I'm going to go in there and slice it up into about 1 to 1½ inch slices. Each one of these would serve 2 to 3 people depending on your appetite. We'll spread our Stromboli slices out just a little bit. Lay down a nice bowl of warm pizza sauce. Hey, I made the dough from scratch, so I'm taking a cheat code here and buying some good quality store-bought pizza sauce, but you could certainly make your own if you'd like. We'll sprinkle over a little more parsley and then go in for a taste test. Look at the delightful crumb on that bread. Not too dense, nice and soft. All that garlic butter and fat from those meats. It's going to infuse every bite. That is really tasty. You get a little heat from the soppressata. I gotta go for a little dunk in the pizza sauce and see how it is with everything. And I'm telling you guys, this is really, really tasty. You'd think it tastes just like pizza, but you really get a lot of different textures from the hard, crunchy exterior of that dough and that garlic bread kind of soft interior. Definitely something that's worth making. Give it a try. Fill it up with whatever you'd like. But whatever you do, go make something delicious.